We're talking about higher oil prices. WTI crude is up more than 14% for the week. Sixth day of clashes here between the U.S. and Iran as they battle to control the Strait of Hormuz.
I've been warning you guys about this for months. Oil goes up, inflation goes up, well, so do mortgage rates. So now oil's touching $95 a barrel, on its way to $100 a barrel. What's this going to do to inflation? Well, the biggest concern I have is we have the Federal Reserve coming in next week. What are they going to do? Because we have inflation now twice as high as they want it to be, and we have a jobs market that's not so bad. Well, if you're a homeowner, home buyer, realtor, loan officer, you got to know what data really affects these things, because this is what you really are concentrated on if you're watching this video. Where are mortgage rates going? The most important thing is the whys behind it. Well, the Federal Reserve might be forced to increase rates at the next meeting. I'm still saying let's wait and see what the Iranian conflict does, because could this be another just spike in inflation because of the war, or is this a long-term endeavor that we're facing? So without further ado, let's get over to today's news so you can figure out what's going to happen with mortgage rates today, and the most important things is the facts and the news behind it. So as a mortgage analyst, what I like to do each day is I like to start my day with the chart. And this isn't a good start to the day. So all you have to understand if you're new to my channel, if you're a regular, the number up there is -8. That's not good, because what that means is if that number's red, that means mortgage rates are going to go up. The bigger the number, well, the bigger the adjustment. So right now we got a red -8. That's not good news for rates. What's the real culprit behind all this? So here's the stuff that the Federal Reserve looks at. They look at inflation, they look at the PCE, that's the personal consumption expenditure. They look at the unemployment rate, that's pretty obviously, that's the unemployment rate, and they look at the GDP, how robust our economy's growing. Well, the economy's growing at 2%, that's pretty darn good. We have a jobs unemployment rate at 4.2, historically it's been 4.2. And we have an inflation rate that's 4.1 that should be 2. So it's twice as high as the Federal Reserve wants it. So now you're saying, okay, the Federal Reserve has to increase rates, right? Well, if you look at the data that we've had over the last, say, 30 days, we're basically narrowing down inflation. The culprit here is oil. So if you see oil running to $95 a barrel, $100 a barrel, is this going to be a short spike in rates and inflation, or could this be long term? That's what we really want to focus in on, because if you're sitting on the sidelines, maybe looking to refinance, or maybe you're in the process of buying a house and you're thinking, okay, what are rates going to be down the road? This is what we really need to focus in on. So let me show you my thoughts on a lot of these things. So if you're a client of ours and you get a house under contract, we're going to lock in. We're not going to play the game of let's wait till tomorrow and let's track rates and so forth. We're going to lock in, because I don't know. Maybe there's another strike on the Strait of Hormuz or something else happens to drive oil prices up above $100 a barrel, $120 a barrel. Could it shoot up to $200 a barrel if this thing completely escalates? Well, it could. And that could basically skyrocket inflation and skyrocket rates. So we're locking in. But before you get scared, here's what I think is going to happen. I think the Iranian conflict's going to be over in the next few weeks. Now, I didn't think it would last this long, but it has. But once it ends, you're going to start seeing oil stabilizing and start to come down. And you're going to have to wait about 30 days, 45 days for this to happen. And basically the markets stabilize. Once you see the markets understand, okay, Iran basically are abiding by all the rules, then you're going to really start to see the markets moving. But until then, it's going to be really volatile. So I'm saying this, if you're looking to build or buy down the road, I think you're going to be okay. But watch two things. Watch oil, because as we know, oil prices go up, inflation goes up, and so do interest rates. And also watch my channel, because every day, first 5 minutes, 6 minutes of my show, I'm going to give you all the information you need to know to figure out what's going on with mortgage rates. I'm also going to give you some tools here. These are free. If you want some calculators, like how much would my mortgage payment be, or what kind of loan could I qualify for if I'm buying my first house, or does it make sense to refinance with a low rate on my first? Well, you can find out all these things right through here, and all this data is free. So now let's get over and see what's the Federal Reserve supposed to do next week. We're going to have a live event that day, so join us then. And the Federal Reserve is not going to do anything at this meeting. I can almost guarantee that. There's a 100% chance they're not going to do anything. But now, what are they going to do at the upcoming meetings? Well, if you go down through here, this is saying, well, at the next meeting, there's a 72% chance they're not going to do anything, because they're going to stay with rates right through there. But then they're saying at the next meeting, there's over a 50% chance they're going to hike rates. And then as soon as we hit into 2027, they're going to hike rates again. So I'm saying there's a 100% chance they're not going to do anything. So only time's going to tell. But we timestamp this every Monday. And this Monday, the charts looked a little bit like this, but the charts are now giving us more percentages higher of rate increases. I'm still staying on the sidelines right now, folks, but only time's going to tell. So now if you're a home buyer, homeowner, even realtor loan officer, you understand a little more about what really affects these things. And the most important things is why. If you're a homeowner right now, we can track your rates for you if you want us to. Because what happened a lot of times is people come in and they're like, oh man, I keep watching rates, but then I missed it for a week and rates went down and then it went back up. Let me track rates for you. So we created that tool right up through there. It's called RateWatch 2.2. All you need to do is plug your mortgage information in there. That's pretty simple. Let me know what rate you'd like to refinance. We'll track it for you. We'll call you, text you, and email you. We don't sell the data, and we'll reach you and go over the numbers, see if it makes sense. But if you're out there trying to buy that first house, I'd love to help you out, folks. My name is Dan Friel. I'm the host of the Rate Update. I'm also a licensed mortgage loan officer in all 50 states as well as Puerto Rico. My slogan's one application, one credit pool. I'm going to compare your loan with 30, almost 40 different lenders. You might say, why? Well, if you're watching this video, you're probably going to try to get that best rate, right? So you're going to apply here, 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 here. Everybody's going to pull your credit and ruin it. Wonder if we can do all that for you. And the reason why we use up to almost 40 different lenders, you realize they have a different guidelines, different rates, different fees. So we can use their programs, their rates, and their fees and make sure you're getting the lowest rates and the lowest fees in the market. So check it out. It's pretty intriguing. So now let's get over to where I like to end my day, and that is with the chart. So a minus 14 is not good news. If that number's red, that means it's bad. The number, if it's bigger than 10, that means mortgage rates are going to start to move. So we're going to see mortgage rates peaking even over 6.75%. How high are they going to go? Well, make sure you subscribe down there and watch me each day, because I'm going to show you how these go each day. And the main thing is what affects them. Thanks for watching. God bless. Have a fantastic afternoon. Need some help with a mortgage? Love to help you out. Bye-bye.